All right, guys, we are here for Gym Class Feeders on another Sunday edition as we wind our way closer and closer to the Community Cup. You'll notice we've got some fresh new graphics and also a returning face on the caster booth. Joining me for this set of games is Peach. How's it going, Peach?
I am hanging in there. Happy Sunday, Keno. Thanks for having me.
So yeah, you guys, anyone who has watched Gym Class Feeders before will notice we have some fancy new splash art here. Retired, gone but not forgotten are Bruce City Brawlers and Team Cowbell, and currently we have the local team versus the rival team coming in for GMA Gaming's Gym Class Feeders for the near future. So we got some new graphics. No longer will the teams be swapping team names back and forth. Hopefully, that'll make things a little bit easier to talk about once we remember what the team names are. But enough about the team names. Let's talk about the teams themselves. Peach, why don't you run through what we're looking at for these sets of games tonight?
Yeah, so if I'm looking at this list correctly, there is some chitter chatter going on right now about maybe swapping things, but I think we have local team. We've got Relex's top, Pointy Ball Jungle, Sigtal Eternal mid. We have AD carry Ravane, and his support is going to be CB Hickey. Team 2, the old rival team. You got Pistol Crab top, Mixed Link Jungle, mid is Miss Wishbone. Bot lane is Burn the Heretic, and support is going to be Token.
Well, I mean, that is certainly a wide array of talent. A lot of returning faces here. I'm pretty sure we've seen almost all of these guys at least once before in Gym Class Feeders. Um,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the top lane tonight.
all right, talk a little more about that. What are you looking at specifically in the top lane?
Um, I mean, Relexus has quite the um, personality in our little gaming group. He's made a name for himself as being like very mechanically gifted, a little hot headed, but maybe arrogant. But warranted, right? He's very very good at the game. But Crab is good. Like he's just so good at everything. We've seen him play top. We've seen him play jungle. Uh, and last uh, gym class feeders game, Crab like did a really insane job on set top. So I'm curious to see, was that kind of a fluke? Did he have an easy lane? I can't remember who he was laning against, but I definitely think Relaxus will give him a run for his money.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a very good summary of the talent we've got up in this top lane. I'm always interested in the mid and bot lane matchups myself. Bot lane specifically because there's so many different dynamics that go into four different players, especially in gym class feeders where maybe these aren't players who've practiced very much together. Trying to see how well they coordinate, they match, and what kind of choices they make for, if they take more of a defensive support or an offensive support, those sorts of things. It looks as though we will be remaking the lobby,
Oh,
so that's exciting. But we will endeavor to get this going as soon as possible. Figured I didn't want to have you folks waiting, so we started the stream a little bit prematurely. But that's okay. You guys just
because we missed them all so much,
right,
right? I wonder what
exactly.
happened.
That's fine. Maybe somebody doesn't have somebody on their friends list. Maybe someone just wasn't able to connect. Technical issues. I know that for those of you who might be playing Halo on PC, it's been having some invite and lobby issues recently as well. So I guess it's just going around. But doing
Looks
our
like
best to get this up and running. Of course, we all remember that Riot is a small indie company owned by a very poor country. So it's something that we just have to all be patient for, and hearts and minds, thoughts and prayers for Riot.
um, what are we missing here?
Um, well, we actually got Wishbone in this time,
Yeah,
so we're missing one person.
missing Miss. Mm,
Yeah, there's Ravain's invite. All right, so I'm hoping that if nothing else, there's a little bit of additional thought put into to pick bands, especially because, like I said, a lot of the people who are in this game today are ones that we've all seen before. So there's some, underlying thought process at least. Maybe, just because Ravane is in the game, maybe don't horribly. Maybe mute yourself before you do that next time.
What did I do?
It sounded like you just belched into our ears.
No, I didn't.
Of course not. Anyway, maybe don't just ban Ravane just because that's what his name is. We let him play Vayne once. What's the worst that could happen?
Maybe we'll see Riven 80 carry.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a bit in a tunnel.
I'm in a tunnel. Oh god, my mic.
If you're gonna be at this same volume,
Hold on, let me fix myself.
what did you just do?
I have no idea. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. How about now?
Nope, you're just as bad. All right, so we're having technical issues with Ravane's computer right now. Apparently, he is no longer receiving invites. And now we are collapsing the lobby again. Hi, Divakin. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Do appreciate it as we are suffering through the small indie client and technical issues from audio.
Is my mic better now, or is it still bad?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, that is super weird that just happened. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I leaned my chair back, and I don't know. I think I unplugged my mic on accident at the same time, or it was like a little bit unplugged.
We could have avoided all of this if we just hadn't started until everyone was actually in the game.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those times where when I stream and have weird stuff going on, I wish I could put a timestamp on screen for everyone, even watching live, and be like, hey, come back in 15 minutes where in the future this will be solved. But
okay, here we go. Another lobby.
There are better uses for time travel powers than telling people when your stream is going to be correct. So
I'm hoping this is it. This is the one.
I see everyone's in it. As long as Token actually moves up to the can move
Token,
up into the...
Token, move it. Wait a second.
Yeah, sorry for the delayed start, everybody here, but it looks as though the teams are dutifully shuffling around, so that makes our casting life a little bit easier, especially on gym class feeder days where God only knows who's playing what role. Sounds like Relexus is in a very interesting state of mind, which may also affect top lane.
Pretty curious to see how this game's gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's going to come down to the bans.
We... It's like we moved some things around a little bit.
A little bit. I also like how through every single one of these games that they've been organizing, it's never set to private, so we get
Just the random
joining.
people joining. I think this is it. So we did have a little bit of a swap. Team 1, which is going to be the local team. We have Relex's top, Pointy still jungle. Oh wait, no, they didn't. They're back to...
Yeah, it just took them a while to shuffle the deck.
Okay.
I'll remind them again that we're ready.
It looked like there was going to be some swapping, but maybe not. Kenos, do we know if this is a best of 3?
That's generally how two team gym class feeders go.
Here's hoping that set up for game 2 and 3 go quicker than this one.
That's the dream. Quickly,
viewers'
everyone,
sakes.
send some comments to Riot and ask them to let Ravane join games. 'Cause we would appreciate it.
What kind of bands do you think we'll see here?
I'm expecting top lane bans against Relexus. Open question on the other side of it, though.
I'm curious who they try to ban out. We know Relexus is great. Pointyball also like an insane player. You know, Ravane very great at bot lane as well.
Just let him play. That's a Relexus targeted ban, of course.
Yeah, then a
just let
crab
him-
one.
let him play Gangplank. Come on.
They're going toe to toe for top lane bans.
Let's see what the next one is. Alright, there goes the Seraphine.
Flex pick for Wishbone and Token, I believe. I believe Wishbone plays Seraphine.
Mm.
Impure fools.
And there goes the Vayne ban.
Oh,
Whatever.
sorry, Ravane.
Maybe they ban Ornn. Lock out some of the top laners that Relexus doesn't like playing against.
Mm-hmm.
I could see also maybe an ADC ban, but Burn the Heretic can be a bit of a wild card when it comes to playing characters in that particular role.
Right. I'm curious to see how. Oh, there's a comfort ban against Wishbone, I think. See 2 Relexus bans. I don't think
Yeah.
any of us are surprised.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Relexus picks still available. He could just grab Darius here.
Right, or Jace.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options still. The addition of Tryndamere being a bit more of a powerhouse currently is very painful for those trying to box out top laners currently.
Elise picked up for Pointy. We're gonna see Tom Kench Senna. Bot lane, maybe?
And we're on the new Tom Kench now, right?
Correct, yeah. Doesn't play as well as the old Tom Kench Senna did, but I think people are still trying it out. Warwick, kind of a different pick for Mixed Link. Usually goes kind of like meet like meaty front guys, you know, Skarner, Nunu. So Warwick's a different pick. Maybe Mixlinks has his carry pants on today.
Maybe he does. We have Sigtal Lord in chat calling for local team to be number 1, which is also what their logo suggests. So we'll see if that holds up. Elise and Lulu as first 2 picks for local team here. Let's see what the third pick is. Will they grab Relax as a top laner? Will they let him just get even more bans against him? Maybe Relexus is playing a role similar to the role Ace played on his teams during the, let's call it, early days of the LCUS. We're just, you know, oh, they're going to ban 4 mid laners. Unless that's Rengar top, which I assume it is.
That
I don't know.
Rengar pick really throws me off because I know Ravane plays it. I don't know if Relexus plays it. It doesn't seem like a Relexus character, but I could definitely be wrong.
I mean, he likes to play assassin-y types sometimes.
Guess I'll find out.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be a ADC Rengar.
I was just gonna ask. I wonder if they ban Gnosis because Gnosis is really strong right now with that new Hullbreaker item. He's so hard to deal with in a side lane.
I mean, you want to talk about champs that don't seem like a certain player.
Fine.
Nasus really does not seem like a Relexus character, but you know, it's Nasus.
I think that was an at Eternal.
Urgot, really? What are these bands?
So maybe a local team is also thinking that they're trying to do some fasting Senna with Tom Kench bot lane. So they take away the Senna, which is pretty smart. I know Token plays Senna and Tom, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Senna ban made a lot of sense. But I'm just wondering if Relexus is just, assuming that is not a Rengar top, that Relexus is just going to grab Darius or something, and that'll be the end of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm confused on local team where Rengar is going still.
I suppose that's the point of the pick. Looks like
Yeah.
we may get a Varus here, so a lot of artillery, assuming the Varus gets locked in. Vel'Koz and Varus, very long-range artillery sort of champions.
Maybe we'll figure out who's going top here.
And of course, Tom's durability helps keep people away from those sorts of champions. I would like to see who's left. Assuming that's a Tom support, they still need a top laner for the rival team. All right,
I think
so
that's for Eternal.
yeah, I would assume that's a mid Pantheon.
Yeah.
And maybe the real problem with all the math we're doing here, maybe we're underestimating Elise. Maybe Elise is not the jungle that we think she is.
We're gonna find out. 4 seconds. Final piece of the puzzle. Nope. Just kidding. I still don't know who's going where. You know what? It's gonna be Rengar Lulu bot.
That's your prediction? Yone mid, Pantheon top, Elise jungle? Or it could
No.
be Pantheon mid, Yone top, I guess.
You know what? I actually have no idea.
Pantheon support used to be a thing. There was the kill lane with like Pantheon, and I think it was it Yasuo or was it someone else?
Silly? There's a lot of things going on here. I'm excited to see the swaps because
All right, so this was got to be Tom top then. Vel'Koz support, Zillion mid maybe, or Zillion support. But yeah, it's got to be Tom top. The fact that they aren't shuffling at all sort of feeds into that.
Alexis is playing Yone. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. And once again, a team with very little durability outside of Lulu's ultimate.
Yeah. Quite the team comps, quite the drafts.
Shout out to
Good
Rival
job.
Team for picking in order. That happens very rarely.
They sure did. Yo, that Tom Kench had to be a flex pick though. Come on.
Not necessarily. I mean, it is possible that they were thinking of going Fasting Senna, and then that got banned out. But, you know, in that case, I mean, I suppose with Tom being new, there is a chance that Tom would get banned out. But, I mean, if you're going Senna Tom, maybe you pick Tom and Senna last or first, as opposed to letting the bit get banned out. But, you know, player ownership, things like that, lots of questions. So yeah, so these are our teams, and obviously there is some confusion about what these sorts of fights will look like. But you were saying you were excited about the top lane, so how do you think Tom Kench Yonen's gonna go?
I am not too sure how strong Tom is because it's kind of new. I haven't really seen him a whole lot. And when I have played against it or with it, it's usually support, so I haven't really seen it top. I know that Yone is insufferable to lane against. I don't know how he does into like a, brawly, tanky dude. I'm assuming it's going to be hard for him. I don't know. Team 2, which is going to be the rival team, kind of has a weird team comp in my eyes because they have Warwick and Tom Kench who want to dive in, but then they have Vel'Koz and Varus who want to siege, right? They want to sit back, they want to poke, they want to harass. They don't really want to necessarily all in
Right.
right away.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Zillion is kind of a weird final pick for me. I would have gone for someone who either, was good at keeping people off of your Vel'Koz and Varus, or someone who could maybe join in the Tom Kench and Warwick going in, like maybe a Leona or something.
And instead they have Zillion. Granted, I think the Zillion is going to be great into that Rengar, who, I mean, if there's one character in League of Legends who's great at killing you super quick, it's definitely Rengar. So
Yeah.
maybe the Zillion was like a Rengar counter pick.
It could be. Pantheon is also has a very strong early game. So once Zillion hits 6, theoretically, it could shut down any, explosive plays the Pantheon and Rengar throw at you. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like Lulu's also a weird pick for that first team, the local team. I feel like if you're gonna try to play I don't want to say cheesy because maybe that's discrediting their bot lane, But like a kill lane, I feel like maybe Lulu wasn't the pick.
Well, Peach, 10 seconds, flip a coin. Who's winning game one?
I'm gonna guess the local team.
All right. I mean, I kind of lean toward local team as well with a setup like what they've got here. It's seems like it's something that could really catch you off guard. But I gotta go with the team that's got the durability on it. So I'm going rival team. But
We'll
the,
see patented tank Yone top.
but the skins will actually be the big decider. Ooh, very few skins. Up
Yeah,
in
what
that
is this?
team 2 or team 1 rather, the local team.
But all of rival team skins are kind of
Yeah.
maybe not it.
Yeah, I think I'm going with local team skins, I think. Full Metal Pantheon and Night Hunter Rengar. Good stuff.
I might plead the fifth on picking a team based just on skins because they're all
Full Metal
Well,
Pantheon's cool. Come on.
no Star Guardian Lulu. I mean, come on, right? Come on,
No,
Kenos, right?
no Arclight Vel'Koz. Varus has 12 great skins and you use Swiftbolt instead.
It's our heretic. He's doing his best. I don't know.
Warwick's kind of cool. Though that's another one that I think the art is much better than the
Maybe I'll give it to local team just because they have Dragon Trainer Lulu. And I like that skin. But Kenos and I have very different tastes in League of Legends skins.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like you have bad taste in skins and I don't.
Uh-huh. And you have bad taste in video games and I don't.
You play Dota, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean League of Legends, GCF. Okay, who do you think gets first blood this game?
I think the burst damage potential from local team will probably give them first blood.
Mm-hmm. Definitely same. I'm curious to watch mid as well. I'm interested in the top matchup. It could be any two characters, and I'd be interested in it just because Relexis and Crab are both such insane legal players. Such great macro, right mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to watch mid lane. Do we think Pantheon is ever going to get onto Vel'Koz? If Vel'Koz is playing the lane right, I mean, Vel'Koz should never really get jumped on by Pantheon unless he's flash Wing as Elise comes in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that, like you said, I think Elise coming in is going to be the big factor.
Yeah. Wishbone does have barrier though, which I think was smart. Whereas Sigtao has teleport. Lots of insane map pressure with that Rengar invisibility, and then all of a sudden a Pantheon's behind you. I think we'll see any level 1 shenanigans.
Well, it looks like there's some talk about it, but then they start to spread out anyway. I think that local team would have a possibility for level 1 shenanigans, but they would have to pick their abilities suboptimally. So instead, we just have people hanging out. I mean, we'll see. I think that if Elise and... jumping in on Wishbone here. They do take stun level 1 with Eternal's Pantheon here. Force the barrier, so that's a win right away. Alright, so...
I feel like if they had forced that a little bit harder, that was probably a dead Wishbone. They didn't flash on her or anything. I don't know.
I think that, I mean, what's Pantheon's level 1 cooldown is 13 seconds. I don't know if there was any chance of them getting any other disable to stop her from just walking away or flashing herself.
Yeah, maybe if you had pressed the attack instead of Conqueror or Ignite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And that's another point. A lot of these... Only Rengar is really statted for kills. In terms of taking Ignite along with everything else. Pantheon and Yone both have Teleport for mobility's sake. So we'll see if maybe that impacts their kill potential early game as well. But I might, if Wishbone gets any sort of push up, I would expect that we're going to get to see an Elise gank early mid, considering how relatively immobile Vel'Koz is.
Right, especially knowing that she did blow her barrier level 1.
Ravane is doing cute things down in the bot lane, pouncing, just stepping into the bushes and then immediately pouncing back out of them.
So Rengar AD carry thing.
Yeah, just Rengar things. It's been a long time since I played Rengar, so anyone who's playing a drinking game at home, take a shot every time I talk about Bone Necklace, because it's gonna happen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Such a cool mechanic, and they had to get rid of it.
Still has it, doesn't he? It's just a little bit different. Yeah,
I mean, it's not.
he does still have it.
It's not as good as it was, though. Just various little bonus damages. Oh, we actually have a gank in the mid lane here, but Eternal manages to survive it.
Yep, didn't flash or anything. He did get out his and does have teleport too, so
Yeah, I'm
no
sure
harm,
he'll.
no foul.
And then once he hits 6, he can just ult back to lane, of course.
Scene remains pretty low. But the rival team's taking a cheesy little reset. One of Token's kind of signature things. He likes to shove the wave in level 2, and then get a quick recall off.
Yeah, and of course that is a problem that Rengar is going to have to deal with in this early game, is that you've got 2 ranged champions against a rather squishy melee champion here. The junglers do meet Pointy chasing Mixlink off of full half-level advantage here for Pointy. Does get hit by simple geometry, though. And top lane is just, hanging out.
I wasn't watching the way Mixlink was pathing through the jungle, but Pointy is like, Mixlink's just now doing his second buff and is gonna probably go to Krugs, whereas Pointy's taking the second scuttle. Putting Mixlink pretty behind in that jungle matchup already.
I like the warding that Wishbone's doing. I think she's well aware that she could be a bit of a risk here. And so she wants to keep any eye out for sneaky spiders, which I think we can all relate to.
Support main coming in.
A lot of damage on Relexus up in that top lane.
Yeah, it looks like he's having a hard time kind of trading back.
Well, it's Tom Kench. Any sort of severe damage you deal to him will just get blocked by his gray health. Oh, we missed the first blood in the bot lane as we're watching Pointy get jumped here. Is going to get knocked up by the new kit of Tom Kench. Oh, very risky play there, and will go down to Mixlink.
Oh,
And they might get Relexus here too. Relexus has to flash. Fortunately, does not get feared though.
a lot of action very quickly.
And Token's being very aggressive toward Hickey. Hickey pops the little dash there to get a little bit more distance. So the Assassin team losing 2 kills pretty quick there. I don't know if Pointy doesn't play Elise much or just thought that he was going to psych them out, but trying to warp away and just to go back to the same place you were at. Ooh. All the skill shots in the bot unfortunately miss the bat.
And Mixlink's also counter jungling Pointy now too.
It's a good idea. Good way to take
Yeah.
advantage of.
Kind of catch back up because he was, we did see that EXP discrepancy earlier. Now he said it doesn't matter. Let me take your jungle.
And this bot lane's going to get even harder now for the Rengar, because now suddenly the ADC has first blood, so it's a 600 gold advantage over you. And Rengar does have boots, which will help him escape and gap close, but it's just not ideal at all. Relexus is also in a little bit of trouble here. He does get knocked up. Tries to dash out with his ultimate. I think he ran into a minion, though. And, oh. That was a I know I'm going to die emote. But now we have a gank in the mid lane as well, and this is going to be a dead Wishbone. Oh, he does have flash. Will the spear land?
Oh! Good spear by Singtao Eternal.
I'd wager he would have just ulted there also if...
I think she was probably dead either way.
Yeah, oh, Mixlink jumping in on Pointy now, though. Fortunately, the snare prevents the fear, but this Warwick just eats spiders for breakfast, which sounds disgusting, but it works for what they want to do with this particular instance. A lot of things toward the Dragon Pit. I think that rival team is going to try for the Drake here.
Yeah, good map awareness by Eternal, kind of helping his Elise out, making sure Warwick didn't take a big chomp out of or that Elise didn't get a chomp taken out of her.
Oh, actually, we got a big hungry Warwick coming in here, and he wants some Lulu. Not quite level 6 yet, though. Perhaps they could have waited a bit. Big jump there by Ravane, but Ravane is going to get deleted. Doesn't
maybe.
die, though. Oh, here comes the Pantheon ult. Great Pantheon ult there, but a good stun as well to prevent him from getting too much info in. Mixlink in trouble as well. Does do a nice little turnaround there, but unfortunately, Varus' immobility causes him to get hurt. Damage over time from Pointy seals the deal on that Warwick. Great turnaround by the local team, and now they will go for Dragon, as opposed to what we thought Rival would do. Oh, and we missed that kill because we were watching Dragon.
Ravane sitting in the bush as Rengar. Bushes are going to be a hazard the rest of the game, right?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Do we see any?
Oh, good job by Wishbone, though. I was expecting that turnaround. And unfortunately for rival team, they were not. Or local team, they were not.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if Wishbone had just led with ult there into the Dragon Pit, if she had gotten a little bit closer, they were all so low.
I think that there's just too much against this team that local team has put together. Very bursty. I think when you're a squishy mage, there's a little concern.
Yeah, but you gotta have Ones when you're playing Vel'Koz mid, right?
Mm-hmm. But you know, no skin Vel'Koz. Maybe Vel'Koz gets cojones
Oh, maybe
on.
maybe if she had Arclight Varus, she would have ulted right away.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta see that beautiful yellow death laser. Get that Protoss
Yeah.
energy.
Isn't that skin banned in pro play? Because it's hard to see.
There's a lot of hard to see skin stuff. Every other Amumu skin, you can barely see his abilities.
Ravane also was really far behind, and now is up in CS too.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if he just all-ins them here.
Pointy being the sneakiest fighter in the world. Good little knock up there. Great flash by Pistol Crab. And meanwhile in the bot lane, Mixlink being in a little bit of trouble as well. Great hit there by Burn the Heretic onto Ravane. So yeah, a lot of non-stop action here. We are just having a straight up 2-on-1 up in this top lane, while there's a 3-on-2 in the bot. So the junglers have decided they're not going to be junglers anymore. They want to join the lanes.
Second supports.
Eternal might be in a little bit of trouble here, but he's
Oh?
safely behind turret. I think he'll be fine. That ward may have even seen the Zillion.
We will see some fighting for what's the thing called? Rift Herald.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Warwick's pathing up towards there. Maybe he starts it now?
Yep, probably should.
Definitely starts it now.
Interesting little maneuver there as well. And looks like, yeah, Higgy's doing some enemy jungle warding there.
It's smart, yeah. Because Mixlink's blue buff did just pop, so.
Alright, so Token will hit 6 the next time a minion dies. And then everyone will have their ultimates available. Yep, there we go. Alright, so now Burn the Heretic's going to be very difficult to kill. Even keep in mind. Relexis also, once again, getting pushed on her turret a little bit. Still keeping within that same sort of 10 CS limitation. But still about 700 gold behind. The bot lane, though, like you said, Ravane caught up, 100 gold up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see when Rengar pulls the trigger.
Well, it looks like he's
Maybe
trying
it's right now.
Yeah, they jumped straight in. Great flash by Token
Yeah.
there. Pointy not getting... Oh, once again, we were having interviews. I'd want to ask Pointy if this is the first time Elise, because his maneuvering with her, whatever the term is, repel, is not ideal.
Better than anything I could do on Elise, I'll tell you that.
Well, sure. But we're not here to judge based on our own skills. We're casters. We criticize everything.
We're casters. Pantheon's ult is up again too. I wonder, do you think we'll see kind of like another map play with the Grand Starfall coupled with Ravane's ult? Thrill of the Hunt, where he goes invisible.
I thought it was originally called Skyfall. I guess they changed it with his lore. It's possible.
It is Grand Starfall.
Right.
What did I say?
You said Starfall. You're right. I thought it was Skyfall originally, and maybe it was before they changed him to be a little bit more cosmic. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Unfortunately, all the lanes aren't in a situation where that ultimate would be very useful right now. But I think that he will take the opportunity, because that's sort of what you have to do with Pantheon. You got to worry about Pantheon falling off. And so abusing the fact that he has much stronger map presence than many other champions is a key way to make sure he doesn't fall off.
They do catch Mixlink on a ward. When you doing some counter jungling?
Yeah, deep counter jungle here. You're just going to turn that corner right there. There's a Warwick. Steals the blue buff also. Very nice. A lot of damage. You're seeing that burst potential. Like, oh, that Warwick dropped from Warwick to almost no wick. Pretty quick. Ooh, great Snader there. There goes the Ravane. Does have the ult, though. Oh, boy, he does know how to use Repel. Big jump, another huge laser, though. Oh, Wishbone, that's why we play Vel'Koz. That's why that happens.
Really great rotation by Wishbone. Well, that chain CC and burst damage that they just did, that was psycho.
Yeah, the CC for this team is intense. And also top lane, Relexus is suffering as well. May end up, gets eaten.
What a weird interaction.
That was a very weird interaction. I'm glad we were able to watch it. I think Relexus is really suffering with the Yone right now. Yone does not have a great way to escape from enemies that will lock him down.
He like pulled Yone out of his ult.
But then Yone's ult went off anyway.
Yeah, what the heck?
Alright, Pantheon is here. Does not use the ult like we discussed. Instead choosing to teleport. Probably goes a little bit quicker. But this turret may end up still going down. There's a lot of minions here. That would have been the reason to use Starfall, is at the very least it would have killed the minions, or at least heavily damaged them. But the turret goes down. So first blood and first turret. Yone once again trying to fight Pistol Crab, but you can't bench the Kench. There is no way that this 0-2 Yone can do anything against Kench.
Popped his shield bow too, feels bad. We'll see another really cool Pantheon ult. I feel like we've only got to see like one so far, right?
Yeah, he's only used it once. To good effect though. That's where all the kills for local team came from.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. You were talking a little bit earlier about how the bushes are a constant threat now because of Rengar. Well, Wishbone makes every narrow space a threat as well. So there's definitely trying to choose your battlefield in this game, and I love it. I love the... If there's any sort of strategic thought going on either of these teams, they really have to think about where they're picking their fights.
Yeah, jungle fights are... Oh! See Eternal Flash right onto Vel'Koz.
Yeah. But, you know, Vel'Koz can slow you and knock you away. Maybe should have waited for... Oh, Ravane just going in.
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
I was going to say maybe should have waited a second for Ravane to show up, but I guess he didn't need to wait. Great job by Ravane there. Is on 3-kill Bone Necklace.
And following that death on Vel'Koz, Wishbone does pick up a stopwatch.
Oh, okay, so now we got, once again, another attempt to kill Pistol Crab up here in the top lane. Interesting choice to kind of dodge away there, just to get away from the Yone's Spirit. I'm expecting to see the Grey Health pop. There it is. I really feel like he should have just rushed for the tower. But that's some shutdown gold that Relexus desperately needed.
And then I wonder, they're going to get some damage on this top turret too.
Yeah, plating is down, of course, so turrets will die quicker, albeit for less gold. But that has to be really good for Relexus. Not really sure what Pistol Crab was worried about up there. We do have a big rotation, though. Relexus is in a lot of trouble. Elise could be as well. Cheeky little bomb throw. There is the fear.
Oh, stunned him still.
Relexus will maybe get away. The shield is pretty good. Good knockups there. Token does blow his ultimate, but gets away with it. Okay. What are you doing, Pointy? You know how the ability works. I've seen it. Maybe he can only... I mean, did they change how her ability works, actually? Maybe I'm criticizing him for the wrong reasons.
I think you just can use it on, like, a bad guy. Or a neutral camp.
Okay, so if it's an aggressive thing, then I apologize to Pointy. I thought it was a pick and choose.
Yeah. No, it's got to be a bad guy or like a neutral jungle.
Okay,
camp.
I mean, still could have tried to do something like go behind them or something, though. There are certainly positional choices that. At least
I think
could be
the
made.
smarter play there, instead of counter jungling Krugs, would have been to maybe just kind of force that top turret.
Oh, here we go.
I think
No,
that-
I'm right. Repel a cocoon. Once, well, I can't see it now, but it's okay. If she does not target an enemy, she can remain untargetable for 2 seconds and recast to land early at a specified location. So she totally can land wherever she wants. Unless they changed the spell but didn't change the writing on it.
I think she just lands where she went up.
Then they need to change the wording on that. Because
Yo,
that's-
chat, help us out.
How does Elise Repel work?
Oh, big jump there on Token. Token's ultimate is available, so he definitely will use it here. They're not going to get him under turret here. Pistol Crab arriving to help. What other help is there? Token is back, doing that great turnaround. They jump on Wishbone immediately. Great choice there. Good root attempt. Ravane may end up going down. Nope, manages to get some heal, gets out of there. Pistol Crab tries to ambush Eternal. I think this fight would be going better if there was a little bit better coordination on the local team here. But unfortunately, they're all just kind of running every which way. And they get taken out as a result. We have Quiet Colette saying that she cannot land anywhere. She has to land where she started, or on an enemy. Well then, Riot, get your text writers on here and change the spell description. Because that's not what the spell description says.
I'm sending that an email right now.
Yeah,
on,
along with
on your
asking,
behalf.
Ravane's computer to work on their system. Tell them that they need to fucking edit Cocoon. Hell.
Ooh, is Pointy gonna go in for a steal here?
Thought about it, but doesn't. Ooh, tries a binding, I guess. Up top, meanwhile, Relexus is biting off way more than he can chew, going up against 2 of the more fed members of this team, and feeds Pistol Crab another.
Yeah, Pistol Crab definitely has turned into a late bot.
Oh, nice job there by Pointy. Should maybe get away. Good defensive move there by Eternal. And a little bit of greediness on the Warwick there. Clutch Resurrection saves Zillion.
Ooh,
Can Eternal get... Oh, another good stun. A spear would be ideal here, perhaps, or another good ultimate, maybe? Oh, Pistol Crab comes in from behind. Hickey is now so low. They are running into the jaws of death here.
oh my goodness.
And again, we're seeing some of the drawbacks of the local team here.
The bomb gets the final kill.
Local team has no real easy way to disengage. They have no peel, really. This is
Yeah,
what
they really,
happens. But
they
you
really have to just kind of count on blowing them up in one go, and if they don't, then they're just kind of in a bad spot.
Right. I mean, this is what happens when you have 4 assassins and a Lulu.
Maybe 3 assassins and the Lulu and like a tank maybe would have been a little better.
Yeah, I don't know if we needed... I mean, obviously, the Rengar was cute, right? It kept us all guessing. But, like, I mean, I would have liked the Pantheon to maybe be a Galio instead. Serves the same global purpose and is a little more, you know, helping the Rengar and the others survive. Maybe a Darius top.
Right. Have we seen Pantheon ult besides that one time bot lane, Kenos?
Not that I've noticed.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. I feel like that's a missed opportunity on that team as well.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean,
the unknown. Oh,
the big issue is that a lot of these fights have been kind of spontaneous. They haven't actually had any straight up ganks since that one where Pantheon ulted. It's just been, hey, there's this guy here. And most of the time, Pantheon's just there already anyway, because Eternal is just such a good global presence. This turret's down, so Hickey and Eternal are both in trouble. Ravane as well. Mixling trying to find something to latch onto. Root, Laser. A lot of ultimates actually blown just to kill Hickey. They could take advantage of that. Elise is behind. I'd hide in that bush there, Pointy, until you're needed. But Pointy just decides to make himself known and gets hit immediately by Geometry. Oh, big play there by Relexus. A lot of damage, actually. Camera Vang cleaned this up. Stopwatch is OP. Call your congressman. Great ult there. They do get another one. Can they get one more? They can. But here comes the Kench. Everyone's very low, but does he have enough
really great
damage?
knockup.
Relexus is very nervous. He wants to go after Token here, and he will. But the damage that Pistol Crab can put out, Eternal's going to die here. That flash was very awkward. Double bomb as
Ooh,
well.
great
Good
stun.
And there we go. Triple kill. Going after Relexus now for the Quadra. I think that killing the Lulu made a lot of sense there, if only because she's like, you know, the big source of support energy on the team. Slow on Relexus. He's going to go down. Oh, just barely doesn't hit Token there. Hickey doesn't have ultimate available, just barely does not, so can't save Relexus.
I think, Lulu might still be... Oh, no, that Q missed.
I think Hickey will
Yeah,
get
Pistol
out.
Crab. Pistol Crab is a raid boss right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is
I don't
what...
think Ravane wants this.
Regardless of how much damage Tahm Kench can do, he just does not die. He's already almost at 3,000 health, along with his thick skin. It's painful to watch. All these heavy damage dealing characters, all trying to kill. Oh, that was a misclick, I have to imagine.
Got the kill, though.
Yeah, got the kill there.
Another kind of maybe oversight by that local team is, I mean, they're all AD, right? I mean, except for Elise, but she's kind of fallen
big
off.
Jump in here by Mixling. That's going to be everyone dead. I think Pistol Crab could just tank these turrets. I don't think they need to wait for minions. Yeah, what does a team of all assassins do? At least about the two-shot bell? Sure, but I mean, trust your Zillion then. I say. Ooh, nice little jump in there. Zillion does have the ultimate now, though, and that's going to be a dead spider.
Yikes. Maybe back here?
I don't know. I think that you're fine. No, maybe not. Maybe with Token's ult down. Dragon is up. Could just go for that.
Yeah, I really think that just comes down to kind of like a draft difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a difference in the teams here. And I mean, that's what happens when you build a team like... and this is something that is sort of the problem with this sort of team composition, is that when you lose these sorts of games, you can just go, oh, we had 4 assassins, whoops.
Right.
So I wonder what sort of bans there will be in game 2.
Yeah.
Maybe they take Tahm Kench off the board. He's definitely very annoying.
I feel like replace Tahm Kench with any tank, and I feel like they would have the same problems, right? I mean, they're all AD except for Pointy Ball, who really isn't a threat. I mean, it's 25 minutes and Pointy has an item and boots and components of a second item, right? Like, it's just so easy to itemize. I don't think it's necessarily Tom. I just think it's the lack of damage variety on that team that...
Yeah, I imagine
You know.
an Ornn would be just as devastating.
Right, or Malphite or something.
Oh, good damage there, but once again, the ult is here. They do manage to take out the Warwick. Can they get more? There's a chance. Pointy gets obliterated. Oh, the root on the Pantheon as well. Eternal's going to go down, and the laser scares everyone else off. Lexus is focusing all his energy onto Tom there. Does get the Zillion. Very nicely done there. Could possibly get more. Great grab there by Pistol Crab, saving his ADC at the last second. Great plays by rival team there.
Yeah, it looks like they're pinging to end. Are we gonna see?
Yeah, ending is a good idea. 20
Yeah.
seconds on anyone who's really
It definitely can.
worthwhile.
Yeah, really great positioning by Wishbone in that last fight. No one could really get to her, and you know we talked about kind of the jungle, you know, the bushes being a hard spot, but also like Wishbone angling, you know, with the Vel'Koz abilities. She had a really great position there.
Oh man, poor Lulu, and that's gonna be another dead spider.
Playing with her food at this point.
Well, yeah, but also got to keep an eye out for the tower. But again, Pistol Crab can just tank anything at this point. So this is gonna be a dead.
Great flash.
Oh, maybe not a dead Nexus turret yet. Yeah, Pistol Crab just like, yep. Screw this turret in particular. Oh, what the even happened to Relexus there? Yeah, that was an arrow from downtown. And this is going to be a very simple game one, which once again we can write the
Oh, mix link.
why you don't go a team of 4 assassins.
Right. Great game to all our players, though.
All right, so now let's check out some stats. I imagine we're going to see about what one expects from a game like that, but we'll check it out anyway. Actually, the damage graphs were not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It helps that Tom Kench took so much damage that the damage to champions really stacks up when you're up against someone like that.
Right.
And vision score as well. Very nice equivalent vision scores too. So well done. Good job executing by both teams. It's just, as you said, the team comp was really where we struggled with that. Alright, so we're going to take a really quick break. Hopefully we'll be ready to go in just a couple of seconds, and then we'll be right back for Game 2. Can local team bring it back to 1 apiece? Don't go anywhere.